What's going on, guys? How's it going? I am CJ. If you're new to the channel, I find deals for Magic players and other TCG players. So definitely comment down below, give us a thumbs up, and consider subbing to the channel if you want to keep yourself updated with all the deals that we find on this channel. So I want to get down to the nitty gritty, baby. Let's go, dude. I believe this Doctor Who deck is gonna go up at some point, dude. It definitely is. If you are new to Doctor Who, or if you have been wanting to get a Doctor Who deck, this is probably a good way to go about it. Blue green is definitely a very comfortable and safe way to do it. Plus, it's just +1 counters, so the mechanic's not super strange, not super different. It's not like the timey-wimey one that has all the suspend and all the other ones. So I definitely recommend this because not only is it a deck that is unique from the universes beyond, because I believe those are going to go up as time goes by because collectors value Magic it's not going to go back to Doctor Who. I don't think so at all. So this is definitely a collector's type of thing. But for a commander deck to be under 30 under to be like $30 is really crazy. So to be under 45 or something like that, and it's very unique, definitely check it out. Definitely look into it. This is a really good deal that I'd like to note before this skyrockets in price. You can thank me later. Trust me, I'm telling you. I want to put a little side note into something. There's a commander deck. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Nope. So there's a commander deck. I'll mention it later on. I'll probably will mention it in a future video. But there's a Modern Horizons 3 commander deck that on Amazon they're selling for like third for like under $40. So I think it's like 39 or something like that, which is a really good deal. Those decks are out of the box amazing. So definitely look into it. Definitely look into it. It'll probably be in my next video, but definitely look into it. Modern Horizons 3 decks are really, really good. So any of them around the $40 range is a plus. So definitely look into it. Anyway, so I recommend this one. If you're new here, everything that we look at will be down below in the description. So this is the starter deck for blue white. This is a very, 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 very budget deck. It's 25. This is a great entry point for newer players or players who are trying to have a deck that they don't need to suit up and everything, just to play with newer players. I always recommend, if you are going to LGS a lot, sometimes there are newer players that are just trying to get into the game and they want to play with pretty much anybody who's knowledgeable or whatever. They just want to play, suit up, have fun. This is one of those decks you could have, or this is one of those decks you could loan and maybe suit it up a little bit just so they can kind of get the feel for a higher gameplay. I recommend this deck, definitely. Plus, a commander deck under $30. This is where we want price points to be, and it's not even a bad commander deck. I played it before. It is awesome. I really, really enjoyed the fact that not only are you running with all flyers, you get to play the control aspect, and I think control is a game that a lot of players miss out. Is a game plan that a lot of players just miss out on. So definitely budget. I know I recommended this in the past video, but we have a lot of new community members coming into our community. So I want to recommend this because this is a really solid deal before this goes up. The seller rose this one, the token triumph, up to 45. That's cold-blooded, but rose it up to 40 to 45 when it was 25. And this was also a amazing deck for newer players too. Anything with green in it is really solid. White, just let them understand removal and other value pieces. So, but I can't recommend the 45 one because that's crazy, man. He just hiked the price on us. But definitely recommend the 25. A commander deck for 25 is outrageous. So definitely look into it, man. This is something, just a slice of life type of thing. If you go through a lot of binders, not binders, but go through a lot of storage, like I recommend a decent amount of storage, things like that. And you don't want to lose your place. Sometimes you have to lift up a card or something like that. You have to do like the little binder stores. If you don't have one, this just makes it very simpler. I have one. Like I'm not BSing around. I have one, and whenever I'm looking through my bulk and stuff like that, I literally I have the white boxes. I have the white boxes, and I staple, not staple. I tape a land on there to note, all right, this is a mountain. So all of these are red cards. These are all red cards. You know, uh, I put the one of the cheaper fetches that fetch for any basic land. Terramorphic Expanse. Oh my god, my camera is looking horrible. Sorry, OBS sometimes just ignores your camera settings. Anyway, so I have a Terramorphic Expanse for multicolors, for a multicolor binder, stuff like that. Box, so that I just stable it on there. So whenever I'm looking through and I don't want to have to lose my place or don't want my cards to be, tilted backwards, sometimes they do that slide shit that I hate. And now you got to pick up that whole row or whatever. Like this helps. I just put it there, bam, put it on there, and now I know where I'm at, so I can just pick back up. Because when it slides, sometimes the extra cards slide and then you just miss it or whatnot. So anyway, I saw these back when these were on sale beforehand. I believe they're on sale around the same price. And I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And actually, for a little slice of life thing, I'm not saying get this. I'm just saying if you have a use for it, you have a lot of containers and a lot of storage containers, and you don't want to lose your place, this has helped me a lot. And it's less than a pack. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I told my community I was gonna get one just to see how it goes, and it's actually pretty useful. Like, it's just pretty useful. If you don't have a use for it, I'm not saying get it, but I just like it. If you probably have a card shop, you probably might want it so you don't lose your spot or whatever. So every now and then I always try to recommend something that we don't normally think about all the time until maybe we get to like the shop or something like that. And I literally had my phone die at the shop like tons of times. I was like, you know what, man? I can't be the only one having this problem. So this is a battery pack. I always recommend to have a camera bag for your decks and stuff like that. Just an easy way to go about it. If not, definitely check. If you have not checked it out, definitely check out my other videos. Any one of them probably has like a camera bag that I recommend in there. Definitely consider having a portable charger. It doesn't have to be this one. This is just letting you know, hey, maybe you want to grab a portable charger. So if you're using your phone for the LifeLink app and stuff like that, phones die all the time. I am completely horrible at keeping my phone charged. I'll tell you that now. But this is a good way to go about it. This is a 4,000 milliamp. So it helps with charging your phone. It holds a lot of battery. It holds a lot of battery. How do you say like energy? It holds a lot of power for your phone to. I don't know how to explain that. It can charge your phone, and it can charge your phone a lot. So definitely for under $20, I was trying to find one as high as possible for the least amount of money as possible, and this is the only one I could really find. I don't want to give you some cheap one that I don't think it'll work. No, I definitely recommend this one right here I definitely recommend this one right here for $20. This is if if you don't have one already, or if your card shop doesn't have a lot of tables and you're more close to the wall, then just use a regular charger. Use a regular charger. But my shop, we have a bunch of tables, and then we have a back section where they play like Warhammer, and then there's tables there, and we're not close to the wall because the Warhammer guys are closer to the wall, which I don't think why they are closer to the wall, because they're Warhammer. They need to go around that whole table. Whatever. That's a whole thing for another day. But I definitely recommend it. This is $20, and you don't have to use it just for the card shop. It's actually just kind of over. It's just a really good price for a battery bank. So definitely consider picking this up. It's 4,000 milliamps, so it has a lot of charge for you to use. If you are big into cows, well, boy, do I have a playmat for you. So this is the cheapest playmat that I pretty much can find without having a back-end shipping label attached to it. So all the other ones that do have that, but they have some really cool playmats. More of them seem to be more animal themed, but I definitely recommend, if you want a cheaper playmat, definitely consider, if you like cows, there you go. It looks beautiful. It's stitched edge. They have more playmats here. The link will be down below so you can check it out if you're willing to pay that extra shipping and whatnot for any of these. But so far, this is the cheapest one I could find as a playmat that fits for Magic, and it's stitched edges. And stitched edges means it lasts a long time. This is also just a great gift. It's a really solid gift. or if someone needs a playmat, or if you want to have. I'm sorry. I have a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine, and this is the perfect time to mention him. I have a friend of mine, and he has the worst playmat, like the worst picture on the playmat ever. And I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't think it's friendly. I don't think it's a child friendly or whatever. Anyway, so he has the adult playmat, and he's like, you have to be embarrassed if you. He leaves it in his car, so he leaves it in his car, and he's like, you have to be embarrassed. You have to play your cards a certain way to cover up things and whatnot. It's cool whenever you're at like at the house or whatnot. If you just need the extra playmat, yeah, whatever. But he's like, I have it in the car if you desperately need a playmat. And you got to play your cards sort accordingly. A little mini game. The guy's crazy, man. The guy's nuts. So anyway, that's what he does. If you want to do something like that and give somebody this gorgeous cow as your secondary playmat, if you carry another one in your car or whatever, this is a good way to go about it. That dude's nuts, dude. Like, that's crazy, bro. I'm gonna talk to him about that. That's nuts. So this one right here, this deal is brought to you by Lucky, Marcellus, and I butchered that. Okay, so this deal is brought to you by Lucky. It's also brought to you by Vicious and Marcel. Marcel. I've butchered. I don't know if I've butchered any of those except for Lucky. I know I didn't butcher Lucky. These are community members who have left comments. So shout out to you guys for letting us know how awesome this deal is. And we already thought it was super awesome beforehand in the last video. This video, it is actually a lot better than what I've known, because there's also a Mockingbird inside of here. So not only is this commander itself worth like 14 bucks, there's a Mockingbird also in here. So, and the Mockingbird's like what, $5, and it may go up. So anyway, so Mockingbird's around $4 to $5. That pays for the whole thing pretty much. It pays for the whole thing. This is also just a great way to, play with newer players, getting newer players into the format. And I always think, this is just a good time. This is great. If you wanna, the way that I taught my wife to get into Magic was this right here, literally a battle deck, and I recommend it. Plus, this guy's a really good commander. He gives all your creatures prowess, and he can make a creature unblockable as well, and he also has prowess. So definitely consider that. This is a really solid deal. So guys, thanks so much. All the links and everything will be down below. If this has helped you in any way, shape, or form, considering subbing to the channel, commenting down below, giving us a thumbs up so we can reach other people and open up our community so we could just spread out the deals, bro. That's what it's all about, dude. I'm looking for deals not only just for me, but for you guys. We all can enjoy this whole thing. So I want to shout out and say thank you guys for supporting the channel. This has been a great way to not only meet other players, but it shows I'm not the only one who's trying to save a buck or two in Magic and go about playing this game. So you guys, please be safe and careful. I'll check you guys in the next video. Have a awesome time. Much love.